Bear down, Chicago Bears. We've got an update from Greg Olsen, legendary tight end, played for a long time for the Chicago Bears, and he has a take on Justin Fields, which is actually the logical take. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, the bell to be notified, and leave a comment down below. But his take is very, very, very interesting from a financial standpoint, and it's based off of a comment made by Barstool sports analyst Big Cat. He says that I'll trust Poles with whatever he decides, but the issue isn't as much Fields as it is the fact that getting a quarterback on a rookie deal with a good defense is a cheat code in the NFL. And if you look around the league, you will see that thing checks out completely. Greg Olsen says, no knock on Fields at all. Let's assume the top quarterback in draft and Fields are exactly the same now and in the future. The tiebreaker then goes to starting the clock over before having to pay the quarterback $50 million. Once quarterback gets paid, he better be able to cover up the holes. Most can't, only the elite can. Now, when we take a moment and consider Justin Fields' contract for this year that counted against the salary cap was about $5.5 million. However, the next season, which is going to be 2024, it's going to be about $7.4 million. Which, if we get rid of Justin Fields, then only $2.7 million of that goes into the dead money portion of the contract, and we can rebound from that and clear up $3.23 million. The problem becomes the fifth-year option. Once next year is completed, then we have a fifth-year option, which will allow us to take him back in at $23.25 million, unless he makes the Pro Bowl, in which case that would go up to $32.96 million. Now, you might be saying to yourself at this point, well, why does that matter? Because we're already paying millions and millions and millions and millions. Well, all positions are skilled positions. And, you have to consider this. If you pay $50 million, or let's just say $35 million for lack of an argument, because we know that Joe is not the elite quarterback in the league, which is making $50 million, but he's pretty darn good. So let's just say 35 to 40 million. We'll call it 40 million. So you take $40 million out of your salary cap for your quarterback position that you could get Caleb Williams and Justin Fields at this point at 5 to 7 million. And now, who are you going to put around him? And the answer to that is you're going to have to start drafting players, and you can't miss in the draft because you now can't afford top tier players all around. And guys, this is very simple. Look around the league and see who's winning the games and what's happening and how people are building. Now let's go look at what the contract would look like if you get a first round pick. And last year's the one that we've got, $41.2 million and a $27 million signing bonus, $7.5 million counting against the salary cap. Now, the question becomes at this point, well, what do we want to do? Do we want to build an elite defense and continue to find pieces that could help that defense? Or do we want to get a quarterback who might be a little bit overpaid and take up some of the payroll? And by the way, I don't mean that Justin Fields would be overpaid as a quarterback. I mean that by the position, the amount of money put into that position makes it prohibitive, especially when you don't know what Justin Fields you're going to get. You're going to get a dynamic player. You know that. You're going to get a player who checks a lot of boxes, but he doesn't check all of the boxes. So before you commit a huge amount of money, you better make sure that he checks all those boxes. Now, we have 6 games to see right now whether or not he checks those boxes. We passed last year, missed out on CJ Stroud. If we pass this year and we put pieces around Justin Fields, this could work. But when you're looking at it from a financial standpoint, the Chicago Bears are going to have to look at it from a financial standpoint because of the McCaskey family. Then this doesn't look good for Justin Fields. This looks like they're already making the decision to move on because he's going to he'll become what they call a salary cap casualty. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that Greg Olsen is right? Do you think that Justin Fields can survive here in Chicago? Do you think we're going to be able to bring him back? Do you think that this is something that we're going to do? Let me know what you think. I'm genuinely interested to find out how you feel about this. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon.